Namaste and welcome to Wisdom with Grace Yoga. My name is Sophie, and on this channel I am the Manifesting Yogini. Today is the fourth part in my series I'm creating here on YouTube, The Impact of Yoga, and I have a vinyasa flow themed around Brahmacharya. Brahmacharya is often translated as celibacy, but it can also mean wise use of energy or moderation. Literally, Brahma refers to ultimate reality or sacred truth, and Chara means to walk or to conduct oneself. So Brahmacharya can be understood as walking in awareness of the sacred or using your energy wisely. In the Yoga Sutras, it is said that from Brahmacharya, vitality is gained. What we do with our energy and what we choose not to give it to shapes our experience in life. When energy is not scattered or depleted through compulsion or distraction, it naturally becomes steadier and more available as vitality. Brahmacharya and manifesting both point to the power of focused energy and intention. Brahmacharya teaches that by conserving and directing our physical, mental, and emotional energy, we cultivate clarity and steadiness of mind. Manifesting similarly encourages us to focus our attention on what we wish to create in our lives. Where they differ is emphasis. Yoga traditionally points towards inner freedom and liberation from dependence on outcomes, while manifesting often focuses on shaping experiences in the world. But both ultimately working with the same human reality, how we relate to our thoughts, our energy, and our experience of life. So with that, put on any music that supports you, grab any props you'd like to use, and let's begin. Starting in a seated position, hands can be at heart center, or any expression that feels good to you. Taking a breath here, and continuing to chant with ohms. Continue to breathe normally in and out through your nose. And when you're ready, coming to reclined on your back with the feet about mats width apart, maybe a little bit wider, and the knees come together for constructive rest. Placing one hand onto the abdomen and one hand onto the heart, whichever hand feels better. And simply start to breathe gently in through the abdomen, feeling the rib cage. And take another sip of air in through the chest. And exhale with an audible shh sound. Once you feel all the air empty and a slight contraction, allow the inhale to come naturally, breathing through the belly, rib cage, and then chest. Exhale. And a couple more times like that on your own. One more time. And release your hands by your sides, palms facing open, and just begin to sway the knees left and right. Perhaps the head and neck move in the opposite direction of the knees. Bring both knees to center. Draw both knees into the chest. Give yourself a hug. And interlacing the hands around the right knee, extend the left leg long down the mat. Gently press the knee into the hand. The hand gently presses back into the knee. And from here, draw the knee over to the left in a supine twist. Perhaps extend the right arm or keep the right arm in a goal post with the elbow bent. Inhale, the knee draws back to center. Bring the left knee in, and another hug in Apanasana. And grabbing both hands onto the left knee, extend the right leg, pressing the knee into the hands. And the knee draws over to the right, gaze to the left. Inhale, draw the knee back to center. Bring both knees into the chest. Once again, reach behind for the hamstrings and start to rock and roll the C curve in the spine. And landing into Ardha Navasana boat pose. So shins are parallel with the floor, knees are together. Press the balls of the feet away, flex the toes towards your face. Stay right here or extend the legs. Stay right here or reach the palms forward. Release the feet, rolling over onto the shins, coming into hands and knees. And moving through a few cat-cows. Inhale, belly drops, gaze lifts. Exhale, round through the spine. Chin tucks under. Moving in unison with breath. Allowing the breath to be effortless. And one more round of cat-cow. And bringing the knees wide apart, toes to touch, hips towards the heels, and reaching the palms forward for child's pose. Setting your intention for practice today with an affirmation. I honor my sacred energy and I return it to what matters most. I honor my sacred energy and I return it to what matters most. And you can say the affirmation quietly to yourself or out loud. And from here, reach the fingertips a little farther forward. Lift the torso up just slightly. Walk your hands over to the right. Maybe place the left hand atop the right palm. And gently press back with the left hip crease. And return back to center. Lift the torso up slightly, walking over to the left and gently pressing back with the right hip crease. Torso returns back to center. Reach the palms a little farther forward. Press through all 10 knuckles of the hands. Gently grip the mat with the fingertips and tuck the toes under. Lift the hips into down dog. Any movement you need here that feels necessary in your body, maybe pedaling out the feet, saying yes or no with the head, If that feels wise in your neck, maybe lifting the heels and rocking them side to side. That's one of my favorites. Or maybe just finding some relative stillness here. And from here, walk the hands towards the feet. Come into a ragdoll at the back of your mat. Perhaps grabbing opposite elbow, reaching the biceps around the ears, and start to sway side to side. Release the bind if you have it. Press through the feet. And notice how that action of just simply pressing through the feet just allows an effortless movement through the spine as you slowly roll up to standing. Lift the shoulders up to the ears and drop them down the back. Turn yourself around so you're facing the back wall. And bringing hands through to heart center. Aligning the elbows and the wrist in one line. We're going to press as firm as you can through the hands. So we start to feel the postural muscles really working here. And press as hard as you can. Keep pressing. And then take it back maybe 10%. And then maybe just another 30%. So now we're at 40% less effort. And now another 10, maybe find 50% less effort. This is not exact math. And then maybe just go to 20% effort. And then find just the lightest amount of effort here. Noticing the postural muscles begin to soften and relax. So at any point in our practice, we show up every day, but some days we might be at our 100%. Some days we might just be at the lightest, softest note. It's all about tuning our instrument, but continuing the practice regardless of what percentage we are, of how much effort we have in us. And that's going to change day to day. Release the hands. Reach the fingertips forward, thumbs facing up. And we'll do that breath again, breathing in through the nose, breathing in through the abdomen, and another sip of air filling the chest. On the exhale, reach the right hand back behind you with a sound of shh. Inhale, right hand comes forward, linking breath with movement. Inhale again, exhale. Allow the exhale to complete and naturally bring the inhale in as you come forward and taking another breath in. Moving here with your own breath here. And pause with hands overhead. Exhale, fold forward over the legs, forward fold. Step back with the left foot, big step back, right knee over the right ankle, lifting high onto the ball of the back foot. Reach the right fingertips behind you and rise on up to your high crescent lunge. Inhale, reaching arms overhead. See if you can settle into the legs a little bit more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, twisting to the right. Inhale. Exhale, release the left palm to the inside of the right foot. Right hand reaches towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale, release both hands to the inside of the right foot. Turn yourself over to a wide-legged forward fold. Any expression here with the hands. Maybe you can bring elbows to the ground. Maybe fingertips align with toe tips. Walking your hands to the left foot. Step the left foot back to meet the right into a plank. Exhale, press the hips back, down dog. Inhale, lift high onto the balls of the feet. Coming forward back into a plank. Drop the knees here if you need. If you drop the knees, it's one line, diagonal line from the knees to the crown of the head. Keep the head lifted as the elbows hug into the rib cage, and slow motion. Lower all the way down to the mat. Tops of the feet press into the mat for a back bend, dragging the hands towards the feet. Inhale, rise up to Bhujangasana, Cobra pose. So we're dragging the hands back, squeezing the elbows in. Exhale, pressing up to hands and knees once again, or into a plank. Hips draw back into down dog. Notice if you're gripping or holding onto any energy that's unnecessary here in your down dog. Maybe wiggle your jaw out. Relax the face. Toes to touch. Inhale, reach the right foot, three-legged dog, just lifting hip height. Send the right knee forward, swing the right foot between the hands, placing the left knee down. Inhale, rising up into Anjaneyasana. Hands come overhead, palms together. Exhale, hands come behind the head, and gently press the hands into the head back into the hands. In a flying half monkey, half Hanumasana, reach the fingertips back behind you, flex the toes towards your face, and press firmly through the right heel. Leaning over the front leg. Draw the shoulder blades down the back. Soften through the right knee. Place the hands to the inside of the right foot. Tuck the back toes under and step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. Swing the hips through for Malasana squat, yogi squat. Release the hands, tuck the chin under, lift the hips. Heel toe the feet in. Press through the feet, inhale, rise with a flat back. Hands through to heart center and reaching the fingertips forward for that breath work again. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale. And on your next exhale, coming back to center, reach fingertips up towards the sky. Exhale, fold forward over the legs. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, hands to shins or to thighs. Elongate through the crown of the head. Exhale, big step back with the right foot. Come into a low runner's lunge, left knee over left ankle. Reach your fingertips back behind you and inhale, rise on up to your high crescent. See if you can settle into those legs a little bit more. I like to think of drawing the heel back towards the back foot so we begin to engage that hamstring. Inhale, exhale, twisting open to the left. Reach right fingertips forward. Release the right hand to the inside of the left foot, left hand to the sky. Inhale, exhale, release the left hand. Twirl on over. We're a little twirly today into a wide-legged forward fold. Hands to the right foot. Walk yourself back into a plank. Elbows hug in, lowering halfway or all the way. Inhale into your favorite back bend or back bend of choice. Cat-cow is always an option too. And pressing back into down dog. You can roll over the feet if you're an up dog, or just come to your knees and press back that way. Connect the big toes, lift the left foot, three-legged dog. The left foot's just about hip height. Try to square the hips off. And swing the left foot forward between the hands, softly placing the right knee down. And hands reach overhead for Anjaneyasana and behind the head. Hips draw gently forward. And press into that back foot. That's going to help with your balance here. Release the hands, sweep them behind you, and flex the toes towards your face for flying monkey. Release the hands to the inside of the left foot. Tuck the back toes under and step the right foot to the outside of the right hand into another Malasana squat. Reaching down through the tailbone, lifting through the heart. Ground to the outer edges of the feet. Release the hands, tuck the chin under, and lift the hips. Forward fold. Heel toe the feet in. Toes together. Sit the hips down nice and low into your Utkatasana chair with the hands reaching forward instead of up. Take a breath here. Exhale, twisting to the right. We'll leave that out of this time. And back to center, twisting to the left. Back to center, reach fingertips overhead, gentle arch back if that feels nice today. Exhale, fold forward over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step the left foot back. Rise on up to Anjaneyasana, crescent lunge. Inhale. Exhale, twist open to the right. Perhaps you can reach that right hand, find the left back hamstring, reaching the left arm up towards the ceiling or the sky. Exhale, coming back to center. We'll come into our goddess squat. So bring the heels in and the toes out. Sit down nice and low. Inhale, straighten through the legs. Reach the fingertips up. Exhale with a sound of shh. Inhale. Exhale. Shh. Inhale. Exhale. Shh. Inhale, straighten through the legs. Turn the right toes in, the left toes out. Virabhadrasana 2. Flip the left palm up. Reach the torso slightly forward, up and back, and reverse your warrior. Straighten through the front leg. Press the left shin forward. And then bringing the arms back in line with the shoulders, coming into Trikonasana triangle. Reach the left fingertips forward. Keep reaching forward. And then just release the left hand down. Maybe it finds the shin. Maybe it finds your toes. We're not forcing anything here. So keep the gaze forward. Only if it feels wise in your neck, gaze towards the thumb. If you want a little bit more here, you can turn the right palm out and reach the right palm overhead. Flip the right palm back behind your back, palm facing out. Reach the left fingertips up, palm facing up. And scoop the air. Soften through the left knee. Windmill the hands left, then right. Step back and move through your vinyasa, lowering down halfway or all the way. Inhale into your back bend. Exhale, pressing up and back. Down dog. Toes together. Inhale, right foot, three-legged dog. This time, point through the right foot and stack the hips. Maybe lift that right foot a little higher and bend through the right knee. Swing the right knee towards the front of the mat. Right shin is parallel with the front of the mat. Or maybe you need to bend, rock over the right hip and bend that left knee. Bring the right shin parallel a little bit more. So this is a yin posture. If you like this is a little bit better than pigeon, you can go right ahead. Whichever variation feels like it gives you a little bit more energy, I would say, for this practice. If you're straining or forcing anywhere here through the body, see where you can let go, where you're expending energy unnecessarily. Rocking over onto the right hip, swing that left foot forward and find your hands on either side of the front foot, pressing the heel up towards the ceiling. And from here, cross the right ankle over the left knee. You can straighten the bottom leg if you need here. Inhale, reach fingertips up towards the ceiling. Lengthen the ears away from the shoulders and twist to the left. Fingertips towards you. Are you able to walk that left hand a little closer to the right hip? Mm-hmm. And listen carefully here. We're going to twist back around. Keep twisting back around until you find your hands right behind you, coming into a down dog from here. So now we're back into that down dog. Walk your hands towards your feet once again. This time, lift high onto the balls of the feet, bend the knees, and come into a little toe stand. Hands at heart center. And curling up into a little ball, lift the hips, release the heels into a forward fold. Press through the feet, rise with a flat back. And spin yourself around. And we'll sit right back down into that Utkatasana chair. Toes together, the heels are just slightly apart. Reach hands forward and twisting open to one side. Back to center. Twist to the other. Back to center. Reach hands overhead, maybe a gentle arch back, and exhale, fold over the legs, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, stepping back with the right foot into a high crescent lunge. Inhale. Exhale, twisting open to the left, perhaps reaching the left hand to back thigh and right hand towards the sky. And turn yourself all the way around, heels in, toes out, and sit nice and low into your goddess. From here, maybe play lifting one heel and lowering it down. Other heel, lowering it down. Are you able to lift both heels up off the ground? And then release the heels down, straighten through the legs, reach arms overhead, big reach, and then turn the left toes in, right toes out. Exhale into your warrior two. Flip the right palm, reach fingertips slightly forward, and reverse warrior. Straightening through the right leg. And then exhale, bring the torso back to center, reach the right hand, and release it down. Stay here, or maybe play reaching the left arm up overhead if that feels delightful here. And flip the left palm back behind you. Palm faces out. Reach right fingertips up. Palm faces up. And then soften through the right knee. Windmill the hands. And step back for one final vinyasa. Lowering down halfway or all the way. Inhale, arching up. Cobra, Bhujangasana, or up dog. Pressing back, Adho Mukha Savasana. Left foot reaches three-legged dog. Try to keep the right heel towards the earth. Point through the left toes and stack the hips. Bend through the left knee. Maybe lift the left knee a little higher. And swivel the left knee forward, coming into your variation of pigeon here. And notice any place through the breath, through the muscles of the face. Or you may be expending some unnecessary energy. See where you can soften. And wherever you are, rolling onto that left hip. Try not to roll onto the left hip if you're in a big back bend here. Instead, bring the torso down. That just is better for the sacrum. And then drawing the right foot forward. Find the bottom of the foot with your hands if you can. If you need a strap, go ahead and grab a strap for this. Extend the heel towards the ceiling. Crossing the right knee over the left for Gomukhasana. Cow face legs. Inhale, reach fingertips up towards the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, twisting to the right. Again, are you able to walk that hand a little closer to the hips? Left hip. Inhale, lengthen through the base of the spine. And exhale, twist even with the eyes. And return the torso back to center. Simply just uncross the legs. Reach both feet forward. Reach the fingertips forward, thumb facing up. And slowly lowering down, one vertebrae at a time. Walk the soles of the feet to the mat. Bring the heels nice and close. We're moving into a bridge. Hands by your sides, lifting the hips. Imagine there's a block between your thighs. You're squeezing that block between your thighs. You can actually put a block between your thighs if you like. Let's try that. And lifting the heels up off the earth, slowly lower the hips back down, feeling each vertebrae as they land. And then bring the soles of the feet together and the knees wide apart for Supta Baddha Konasana. Taking another moment here with one hand onto the abdomen and one hand onto the heart. Inhale through the abdomen, inhale through the heart, and exhale with an audible sigh. Inhale. Inhale. Release the hands. Extend the legs. Notice your energy here. Has it shifted from the beginning of practice? And this is where I will leave you until next time. Please take 10 to 15 minutes in Shavasana. If you would like a guided Shavasana, head on over to the description below where I have a meditation playlist. Thank you so much. I hope whatever energy you need in this day finds you, and thank you and namaste.